Hey, beautiful people of the internet, how are you guys doing today? Hopefully great, and welcome back to another Warframe video. We are of course going to be making a quick video guide on Styanax, aka the Spartan of Warframe. If you guys like to be a Spartan, you guys have definitely come to the right place. Alright, so jumping straight into Styanax's passive, his weapon critical chance is increased and it is doubled for spear guns, which is purely dependent on your shields. The ability, which is called Axos Javelin, this is his first ability. You throw a javelin that impales an enemy against a wall. Surrounding aims are then pulled in like a vortex, similar to Mag's pull or Wukong's Primal Fury's slam. Remember that rework they got a couple updates ago? Yeah, that one. On top of the crowd control, the javelin explodes, dealing burst damage. Moving on to his second ability called Tharos Strike, my bad. Styanax's shield gets repelled against the enemy to weaken their defense. Not only does Styanax regain his health, but you can either strip the enemy's armor or lower their shields depending on the faction you're facing. So if you're facing Grenier, you're going to be dealing with armor. If you're facing the Corpus, you're going to be dealing with shields. Using the helmet system, I have replaced Rally Point with Rhino's Roar. If you didn't know, Roar is a universal damage multiplier, meaning it can buff the damage of everything for a set time. Of course, this is purely depending on duration and strength. The more strength, the bigger the damage buff. The more duration, the longer it will last. Finally, we have his ultimate ability, that being his fourth, called Final Stand. This is a cool name. Wait till you guys see what this ability does. Rise to the air, you and your fellow Spartans will begin to throw a barrage of javelins, but we're going to be calling them spears. Spears have an explosive radius, directly hitting the enemy will deal greater damage. The main damage type being slash. This will bleed the enemies to death. Having armor or having no armor, that is purely a choice, because remember, you can either go and strip the enemy's armor and then hit them with your fourth, or you guys can go straight into hitting them directly with slash while they have armor, because remember, the more slash procs you guys can proc onto a single enemy, the easier it will negate the armor entirely. As for the build, we are going to be making a general build where each attribute is positive, mainly focusing on duration and strength, and we're also adding some juice to efficiency and range. Duration increases the amount of javelins we throw, and then the strength allows us to increase our damage. By having a lot of duration, we're able to have 100 spears. Range is also so we can have a bigger area of effect for our armor stripping ability, but not having energy to cast it makes your build useless. I'm sure you guys know what these mods do. Only thing is unique is the augment called Interpret Stand, and basically it gives us overguard for every kill or assist we get. This augment will allow you to survive a little longer thanks to the invisibility frames. So with this build, if you guys go take a look at your final stand build, you'll see that you do not have 100 spears. And I also want to mention to you guys, we are going to be using our grimoire, and we're going to be adding a special mod which is exclusive to that particular grimoire. Basically, this particular mod increases our duration if our electric procs can hit groups of enemies. This does stack up to 5 times, therefore giving us 60% additional duration. Then if you activate this mod already and then take a look at your javelin, you'll see that you guys have 100 javelins at will. And in order to go and use this mod, it's very simple. First and foremost, go and strip the enemy's armor or defense. I mainly like to go up against Grenier because they're easier to go and deal with, and no one likes to go and fight the Corpus, let's be honest at this point. So hitting them once, you'll then be able to strip all of them, because remember, they're going to be starting off with a very minuscule amount of armor. Once you guys have stripped them, activate your roar to buff your javelins, and then sit back, relax, and hit them with your fourth ability and just straight up rain over spears with them. But before you activate this ability, please make sure to go and activate your grimoire special ability. Therefore you guys can have 100 spears and just absolutely obliterate the enemies. We are also going to be using some Archon shards as well. Forgot to mention that, I'll be showing it to you guys now. But hey, make sure to have these particular Archon shards and you'll have a relatively powerful Spartan. Ladies and gentlemen, I make some pretty awesome Warframe content, so if you guys would like to go and learn how to go from 0 to hero as fast as humanly possible, go ahead and take a look at the rest of my videos. There will be some links down in the description or some cards at the top right, the top left, depending on where YouTube decides to go and put these ones. Do remember to leave a like on this video, it always helps me out substantially. Spartan, click the subscribe button for more Warframe videos and streams. Up make like a banana and split.